this Airbnb is trying to revive their brand. We all know that Airbnb is basically dead, dude.
What are we doing?
If you're still using Airbnb, all I have to ask is,
what are we doing?
It's expensive. It's overrated. The houses, the properties aren't clean half the time. Half the time it's small and gross. Like, they make the pictures look better than what it is. It's 9 times out of 10. You are just better off in 2025, especially 2024, and the last few years. 9 times out of 10, you're better off just staying at a 3 to 4 star hotel for...
What are we doing?
For if not less the price, if not the same exact price that your Airbnb was, right? Like, there's no ridiculous cleaning fees. You don't got to review them. They're not reviewing you. It's not someone's house. We were just in an Airbnb up in Buffalo, New York a few months ago, and it was literally like someone's actual, they were living there on a daily basis except while we were their house.
What are we doing?
It's like 50-50. Some Airbnbs are extra rental properties that are only Airbnbs, fine. But the ones that are actually people's houses on like a daily Tuesday, like, you know what I mean? Like, when we were there, you open a drawer, it's little buddy's underwear that he didn't take on his trip. You open a closet door, there's a folder with his birth certificate and social security card. We could have taken this guy's identity.
What are we doing?
Like, there's like, the fridge is half full. We find his stash. Like, there's a whole extra level of weirdness when you get to an Airbnb and you realize that based on you leaving said property is when another person can just come home.
What are we doing?
And so it just kind of has become this antiquated, expensive, extremely outdated business model. It was popping 5-10 years ago when hotels were super uber expensive and Airbnb was just kind of starting out. And then everyone hopped on board. And now we've got things like Vrbo and Airbnb and competing and all this other stuff that has made it so now that the prices and the availability and the niceness and the quality of the properties have now flipped once again to the point where we're just booking hotels now. We're not even on the Airbnb anymore because it's just not worth it at this point in time. You get your bed made every day at a hotel. You don't get that for however long you stay at an Airbnb. It's solely up to you, and they're charging you more for it.
What are we doing?
So with that, the owners, the CEO, everyone at Airbnb knows that their business model is dying, okay? And with the continued stories coming out of homeowners having like cameras in the bathroom and hidden cameras here and they're watching the game, it's weird now because we live in America, okay? And most people in this country are kind of weird. I'll be honest with you. A lot of you motherfuckers are really effing weird.
What are we doing?
And so, you know what I mean? So in order to keep their business alive, Airbnb has now launched 2 new exciting sections, features, things you can do on the Airbnb website to give them more of your money, okay? If it was bad enough that they were charging you twice as much for the room/stay, building, whatever, private, the townhouse thing that you're staying in, if they're charging you twice as much as a hotel, it's bad enough now that you can go on and book yourself either a service via Airbnb or an experience. And so with Airbnb services, okay, we're talking about things like a private chef, a massage, prepared meals, personal training. So if you're staying in an area, you can go onto their services page, pick the area you're staying in, and you'll get things like authentic urban portraits by JC. If you're in Mexico City, he'll come to your Airbnb, and for $69 a guest, he'll draw a portrait of everyone in your house as an authentic urban person from Mexico City. And for only $69 a purse, you can book that service on Airbnb.com.
What are we doing?
Hey, you going somewhere for an Airbnb, you booking an Airbnb for like a wedding or an event. You want someone to come do your hair and makeup at the Airbnb. Don't worry about finding them yourself. Go on Airbnb services tab, go down to hair and makeup, and boom, you'll have a professional makeup artist at your Airbnb ready to do your makeup just in time for your event in a split second.
What are we doing?
You want an in-house Airbnb massage? They'll send a masseuse to your house. You need to work out, do some yoga in the Airbnb? They'll send a yoga instructor to your house. All the services you could ever imagine on your trip while booking with Airbnb are now available at your fingertips. And so, you know what I mean? Hey, no one's gonna use it.
What are we doing?
And so then we get to the experiences tab. Now, 99.9% of all these new Airbnb experiences are things like explore Philadelphia's history, real history of Pittsburgh, a film walking tour, marvel at the National Mall at night with a guide. Like, normal, boring things that, again, no one's going to book through Airbnb's website pretty much ever.
What are we doing?
Like, if I want to go on a ghost tour in Philadelphia, like, I'll probably just find that person or that company, go to their website and use whatever booking platform they have. Like, I don't understand this supposed lore of the fact that if I'm already booking on Airbnb, it'll just be better if I get my, National History Museum tickets via Airbnb.com versus just the regular website that's probably one click away. And so these are some of like Bikes and Brews tour for only $89 a guest. You get a bike, you hop on it, you ride the bike to a bunch of different bars throughout the day, and boom, there's your Bike and Brews tour, $89 a purse. It's the perfect Airbnb experience while you're getting away, okay? But to promote this, to make this an even bigger spectacle of an event, because Airbnb knew we couldn't just drop experiences and services and just have it be all the same shit that people were booking on their own anyways, because that's all it is.
What are we doing?
They couldn't let it just be that. So we had to come up with the funding, the marketing, and pretty much just overall the money. I already said funding, but even more money to book Airbnb original experiences. And when I tell you that they have gone all out in the sense of you're essentially booking an in-person experience with a celebrity, oh baby, buckle up. It's Airbnb experiences.
What are we doing?
So now we don't know the cost of any of these experiences. So before you get up in a tizzy and try to spend your life savings on any of these so-called experiences, please, we don't know. They're going to pick people at random. I think it's a lottery system. A lot of them have more information coming soon. So let's take a look at some of these experiences. So what they have done is they've partnered with Airbnb as to what they assume are the top celebrities, artists, musicians, sports athletes. They've got everyone under the sun in the Airbnb's original experiences category. First and foremost, the one that is sticking out the most to people, the one that we've all are probably going to bid on, is the Sabrina Carpenter Airbnb experience.
What are we doing?
The precious princess herself, the blonde bombshell of the 21st century. I'm talking none other than the perfect, ever-living, how does she exist as a human being? Sabrina Carpenter, okay? And we've taken it just one step further into Creepsville by titling the experience Get a Taste of Sabrina Carpenter.
What are we doing?
Now listen, I know Sabrina, she's got music. It's sexually explicit, okay? Taste, espresso, the Juno poses on tour. We get it. She's a young 20-year-old. We get it, okay? That's how she's moving and grooving in the industry. But Airbnb, calling the experience Get a Taste of Sabrina Carpenter. Hey, man.
What are we doing?
Can you imagine the type of weirdos that are coming out and clicking refresh, clicking notify me over and over again because of the utmost disgusting human beings live not only on this planet, but in this country specifically? And I guarantee you that there is a line wrapped around the block of disgusting men in their 30s to 40s who would love nothing more than to get a one-on-one private in your own Airbnb taste of Sabrina Carpenter.
What are we doing?
They have better spent $1 million on security. If you think for a moment that Sabrina Carpenter is going to look remotely like this, sitting in front of a fireplace at the Airbnb of your choice, and you open the door to that log cabin, and she says, hey, come get a taste of me, Sabrina Carpenter will potentially, listen, bad things are going to happen.
What are we doing?
We need security teams in place. We need snipers surrounding the building, because at the end of the day, there is no way this ends well. The person who gets picked to do this one-on-one interactive experience with Sabrina Carpenter is going to need a restraining order from Sabrina Carpenter by the time it's over. Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
Listen to what you get when you get a taste of Sabrina Carpenter. You get to throw on a cute costume. Hey, what you've got on isn't working, Daddy. Let's go to the changing room together and see what we can find you. She'll put on a shimmery, glimmery, fancy, reflective lingerie corset like she does, and you'll hope to fit in a medium-sized t-shirt when we all know you should be wearing an extra large.
What are we doing?
Get a glow up. I have more than a brush that'll make you blush, dude. It's getting weirder and weirder. Then the last thing on the list that you're going to do with Sabrina Carpenter is hit your mark. I'll put you in all kinds of positions.
What are we doing?
This is either a scam, this is either a blatant lie by Airbnb, or they are literally selling Sabrina Carpenter to another. The fact that Airbnb has on their website that you can purchase an experience where you get a taste of Sabrina Carpenter, and before the day is over, you will, quote, hit your mark and have her put you in all kinds of positions. You'll get a glow up, and hey, baby girl, she's got more than just some blush and some makeup and a hairbrush to make you blush, okay? We're talking like other things, all right? And then throw on a cute costume, get changed with Sabrina Carpenter.
What are we doing?
Well, let's click the notify me button. We got to download the app, dude. Of course, I don't have time to do that right now. We'll do it later. I'm getting notified. Okay, because first of all, if there's anything that I'd love to do in this lifetime that Megs should 100% allow me to do, that's A, get a taste of Sabrina Carpenter. B, get changed in a dressing room to throw on cute costumes with Sabrina Carpenter. B, get my nails done, my makeup, and my hair done with Sabrina Carpenter. And by the way, she's got more than a brush that'll make me blush. Okay? I know she does. And 3, Megs will definitely want me to hit my mark when Sabrina puts me in all sorts of types of positions. So if you're anything, and by the way, hopefully we'll have time to record a podcast with Sabrina Carpenter.
What are we doing?
I'm signing up. And I'm hopefully going to get a request to book. Choose the dates, add your guests, and then answer the questions about why you want to go. First, we'll randomly choose a set of potential guests. Next, we'll review the answers for unique perspectives and connections with the celebrity. Then we'll invite selected guests to book. Requirements: you'll need an active Airbnb account and the app to participate, and be a resident of an eligible country or region. It won't cost you anything to submit a request to hang out with none other than precious little angel Sabrina Carpenter.
What are we doing?
Who are the other celebrities, you ask? Well, of course, we've got none other than Meg Thee Stallion. Now, this one, I'm sending Megs to. I'm getting notified for this one, and I'm sending Megs, okay? Because for those of you who don't know, we've been sending Megs to dance lessons for these last couple of months, and Megs can now successfully twerk for at least 10 to 15 seconds.
What are we doing?
So if she can spend an evening with Meg Thee Stallion, we're going to get those twerking numbers, skill set, the whole 9 yards. An afternoon with Megs Thee Stallion, my Megs will be twerking like it's no one's business when we're down in Mexico getting married next month. You know what I mean? And so with Meg Thee Stallion, you get, what the fuck? What is this? You get to look cute and an otaku hottie OOTD.
What are we doing?
Channel your prep and plaid. Oh my God. Channel your prep and plaid in school outfits inspired by my anime favorites. They're going to wear schoolgirl outfits, short plaid skirts, and tied up tops like Meg Thee Stallion's favorite anime. Take on the heat in my The Floor is Lava course. Real hotties can you battle me in a video game competition and lock in and get that bag. Everyone leaves with a gift bags, but some are heavier than others, dude.
What are we doing?
So this has nothing to do with twerking at all. You're basically living your anime Japan style fantasy out with none other than Meg Thee Stallion. What creep of a weirdo psychotic intern with a Sabrina Carpenter Meg Thee Stallion anime fetish set this shit up?
What are we doing?
I mean, the guys are like the Sunday Fun Day with Patrick Mahone, Surf with pro Danny Fuller. That's all normal. Why are the female celebrity experiences on Airbnb.com a little out sexual?
What are we doing?
Weird Airbnb. I don't like it. They need to listen, shut it down. Something's bound to happen. If you don't have security around Meg Thee Stallion and Sabrina Carpenter and these other Carol G and Debbie Brown and all the other celebrities they're obviously giving millions of dollars to, listen, we need security. Snipers on the roof, cameras in the house, people walking by that are undercover, a security guard at the front gate, a metal detector. I'm telling you, whoever you pick cannot be trusted. We see how these things go, okay? We've seen this before. They pick it random, it gets through some intern, and you've got a psychopath in the same building alone with Meg Thee Stallion and Sabrina Carpenter.
What are we doing?
Airbnb, hey, shut it down, dude. Shut it down because it's getting kind of weird, okay? Not to mention how much money they've spent on the celebrity. Like, there's no way any of these celebrities should have said yes to this without at least $10 million up front. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little weird, okay? Now, obviously, I would hope that they end up choosing that of the female gender for the Meg Thee Stallion and the Sabrina Carpenter experiences. But that's not to say there's some psychotic women out there, yes or yes.
What are we doing?